Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Forex traders and other people. We've gathered here today to cover some bids and offers from Mr. Rob Grespi, who is blessing us with his presence today. And the only request, as always, if you do make money with this information, please donate at least 10% to a charity of your choice. And let me show you a picture of Rob and I. I'm the guy with the name tag Felix, and he is the other good looking guy. Okay, let's quickly go back to our charts and review what happened yesterday with this information. Okay. So basically,
we don't need euro.
It's wrong chart. Why?
Oh, that's euro.
Sorry. Yeah. That's my personal live account chart actually. If you remember, in my signal today, I sent an email saying it may be a good idea to go long at 34.50 on euro, because we may see euro strengthening before the German IFO, and I actually did go long on my own account, as you can see here, and I already took half of my profits at 10 pips, a little more than that, and basically I moved the stop to break even, so right now I have nothing to lose. But that's what you're seeing. I'm sorry for giving the wrong. Okay, let me switch the chart. Okay, there we are. We have GBP USD. Basically, and let's review what Rob gave us yesterday. Yesterday, we were at approximately this price, about 97.47 or so, and Rob said that we have some bids in the 30s and some bids at 9700s that are very heavy. And then he said on the offers, there are some offers in the 60s. Then he said there were some offers in the 80s. Then there were some offers at 9800. And then he didn't say anything above that. He just said it'll depend on what happens above that. Anyway, what we saw there is we had an avalanche of orders happening right before the UK BOE minutes. As you can see, the price kind of tested the 30s a little bit, but it actually went through them, and it got resisted at about 97.10 or so, 97.13. So the 30 didn't quite hold. It went about 17 pips below that. Then basically the price rebounded on the good BOE minutes, and I was trading the BOE minutes, even though it may not look like in this chart, but the 60 was holding the price for a very long time. For 15 or 30 minutes it kept bouncing off of it. I even gave an exit because of that. The 60s were really holding, the offers on the 60s. I think you were right on there, Rob. Then as you can see, the 80s came in as the price penetrated further, and the 80s came in very solidly. As you can see, it went up 97.80 to 86, and it stayed there for literally like an hour before it continued moving, and then the 9800s were cleaned up relatively quickly, and the price continued going up, testing 9900. So that was the situation yesterday. And pretty much Rob was very right on with the offers there. You could have used this information very effectively. I did. On the bids there, it was, it was kind of, it was a little bit shaky, if I could call it that way. Okay, so right now we're basically at this candle. It's about 2 a.m. New York time, 11 p.m. Pacific time, and the price is at 98.65. Go ahead, Rob. Give us what you wanted to give us and tell us what you wanted to tell us.
Well,
very excited to hear it.
One of those breakout days. Actually, those 9,700 bid were right on the money. Not shaky at all. They stop at 97.10. And a lot of the time what happened, Felix, is that it's not going to stop to the pip. It's going to stop within an area. People are going to start bidding before they see heavy bids. They're not going to wait 97.01 to start bidding. A lot of time that's what happened. It's within.
It stopped at about 97.15.
No, it didn't stop at 97.15.
I mean, it stopped at 97.15.
It spiked down to 97.12 and it just brutally stopped. I know because I shorted it in the high 20s and I covered at 18. Right before the minute.
I mean, anyway, bottom line is, you gave bids in the 30s, bids on the whole level 9,700.
In the 30s,
I mean, the 30s, otherwise the bids and offers,
the 30s evaporated actually a lot faster than I thought they would, to be candid with you. And I think they went from the hill as soon as they saw some sell orders, and then they pulled back. They all pulled back to 9,700. I also mentioned that, and it's written that contrary to most people on the internet were saying, I also mentioned that today the GU looked bullish as long as the 30s intraday, which didn't hold, so that was a mistake. But as long as the 96.80s on a daily basis hold, I said the GU looked bullish. I don't know if you remember that, but I wrote it.
Indeed, you said that. You did predict the direction of the GU, yeah.
And by the way, it was contrary to most people on the internet because some asshole told the people in the room while I was gone yesterday, because I missed quite a bit of trades because I went to sleep. When I have a bronchitis, I was taking an antibiotic, and at 11:30 around I was out of there and I just went to sleep. Anyway, the point is, yesterday most people on the internet were calling for a bearish on the pound. So, because I haven't said that. I also want to add on the offers yesterday. Before I left, I did mention to the room that there were, and there's some people in the room, in my room, that are in here, and you can, if you wanna say if I'm lying or not, but I did say there was congestion, selling congestion between 97.80s to 9800. If that broke 90, then the pound would go up, and that happened while I was sleeping, taking a nap. Because I took a long on the break of 60s, and I exited before I left. So, the update sometime between the sessions, which is what I do, is sometimes very necessary because the picture can change. Today, this is what I see. Who gives a shit about that?
Absolutely.
Right now, I see offers at 98.70s. $70.75, this handle. And 99. Handle. What I hear is heavy, with some big stops.
99s are heavy. Yeah.
Bids are sitting in 50,
okay.
55 handle.
What